Because I think I have been there. About 7 or 8 years ago, my wife, we were pastors at a church for a very long time. We got on our heart that we're going to go plant a church up in Boston. It's where I'm originally from. And we did it. Went up there, just showed up, me and my family, my 4 kids, and my wife. 5.5 years, we gave it everything we got up in Boston. I mean, we went crazy up there. We loved on people. We poured every penny, all that. God, miracles, 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 miracles. We got to the point where we felt like we had arrived. It was like this, like a church service. You're like, yeah, we had people doing worship, all that stuff. Went to lunch after service that day, partying it up. We had arrived. God's faithful. Glory, glory, glory. 5 o'clock that day, my man, Dr. Fauci, came on and said, we're going to take 2 weeks to flatten the curve. That was it. That dream died that day. We could never get the church back. All kinds of other stuff happened. We had to make the tough decision to move back from Boston, back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we were from. Never planned on moving back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Never planned on going back. Left there with a vision and a heart. Came back shattered. What happened, God? Wait a second, I don't understand. I gave you 5 years. I gave everything I had. Prayed for people, saw life change. Like, what? This doesn't make sense. Listen, I came back to Tulsa, and a church that we had been at for a long time invited us back and said, hey, come on staff, get your life back together, quote unquote, get yourself back on the ground, figure things out. We got you guys. We love you guys. I got back to Tulsa. I was there for 3 days. 3. I was in a VRBO with my family of 6, 4 kids and my wife and I. I walked in the church that day, and they looked at me and said, you're not fit to be in ministry anymore. You're disqualified. And they fired me. I walked out of that going, okay, God. Like, what in the world? Christians looked at me and said, you're not good enough anymore. God, your own people are throwing me out. You know what I felt like? Jeremiah. What do I do? What do I tell my kids? What do I tell my wife? I had so much anger. I had so much confusion. I had so much doubt. I had so much other things. Hold that.